2 years passed, and Joyce was still waiting. She moved back in with her mother in an apartment across town. She found work at a grocery store, scanning items and bagging groceries for minimum wage. Every muscle in her body hurt at the end of each shift. She couldn't afford her own place. She couldn't afford much of anything. At 36 years old, she was starting from zero. At night, she checked Jason's social media. She knew she shouldn't, but she couldn't stop herself. She needed to see that he was suffering. She needed proof that the universe was fair. But Jason was thriving. He got another promotion at work and bought a bigger house. He posted pictures from expensive restaurants and beach vacations. The woman he left Joyce for was beautiful and young and smiled in every photo. They looked happy. They looked perfect. Joyce saw him once at a shopping mall. He was holding hands with his new girlfriend, laughing at something she said. He looked healthy. He looked successful. He looked like a man who had never hurt anyone in his entire life. He walked right past Joyce without even recognizing her. She went home and cried until her throat was raw. Where was karma? Where was justice? Where was the punishment for everything he had done? Her mother held her that night and said something Joyce didn't want to hear. Sometimes bad people win. Sometimes they never pay for what they did. Sometimes the only person suffering is the one who stayed waiting for revenge that never comes. Joyce thought about all the years she wasted. She thought about how she let Jason destroy her because she believed that staying would somehow be worth it in the end. She believed the universe kept score. She believed that her pain would be balanced out by his pain eventually. But life didn't work that way. Jason moved on and lived well. He probably never thought about her anymore. He probably slept fine at night. Meanwhile, Joyce was the one who couldn't sleep. Joyce was the one with scars. Joyce was the one who lost years of her life, waiting for something that was never going to happen. The truth was ugly and unfair. Karma wasn't coming. It never was. Jason would probably live a long, happy life and never face a single consequence for what he did to her. And Joyce had to find a way to live with that. She stopped checking his social media. She stopped waiting. She started seeing a therapist who helped her understand that leaving should have never been about karma. It should have been about saving herself. Joyce would never get those years back. She would never get an apology. She would never get justice. But slowly, painfully, she started to build something new. Not because the universe owed her anything, but because she finally realized that waiting for karma was just another way of letting Jason control her life. Some people do terrible things and never pay for it. That was the lesson Joyce learned too late, and it was a lesson that cost her everything.